Hello, my name is Ethan, and welcome back to another episode of Pet of Exile 2. In this episode, we're running into a T6 map, and it has a +1, as you can see, so it's 71. I'm at 78, and then to start it off, I wanted to show the clear, so our damage into the T6, which I'm actually at T7, but I didn't want to, like, full clear potentially. I just wanted to show the clear at the beginning of the vid and start with the T6, so that I don't, like, if I don't clear, I don't lose anything. You see what I'm saying? It's an extra. Anyway, so to start it off, I want to show the new link on the Arsonist, which I guess I should get away from all the mobs. That was just showing you. And yeah, so new link on Arsonist. We don't use the Feeding Frenzy anymore. I switched it for Fire Infusion, and it's because you don't make them take the extra damage. They're kind of squishy compared to the Hound. 5200, I'll show you the Hound after, but basically the Feeding Frenzy would make it take the extra 20% more damage, which they have less life, so I'll show you now. 13.8k versus 5k, so these are squishy, so you don't want them to take the extra 20. So then here, the less cold and lightning is fine because they only do fizz and fire, and then now a little bit of chaos because I got that new node called Entropic Incarnation, which is the fizz as chaos damage. I did it mostly for the chaos res because the minion, I'll show you that also. But anyways, back to this. So Fire Infusion, they don't do cold or lightning really, unless except for like potentially because of how I have the added attack cold and lightning from the thing if they're in the presence, but I don't care about that. The scepter's about the +4. Yo, +4 scepter! I got this from Gwenin. I was doing expedition. I got Gwenin in my hideout. I look at her, level 59, 58. I didn't even re-roll it. It was just the first page. Boom, +4. Let's fucking go, dude. But this 25% of damage, and it's for attacks. So they attack, which like still this is so sick that it's an attack bomb, and then you have to worry about the accuracy. Like I could show you that too. 2088, and I've actually had this number say 80% and stuff, so they actually have been inaccurate, and I'll show you the Hound's accuracy after. But the 25% of damage includes like all of the fizz and the fire. It's of damage and then as extra fire, so it's actually just 25% extra damage. But the key thing is that it adds it as fire, which you already had a majority of fire damage on them. If you look, like twice as much. So then yeah, you just have extra fire. Which it's, yeah, so then I still have the martial tempo scattershot, and then so my Hellhound I changed as well. I have the 2 levels. This has been really good. I'm very happy I decided this in that vid yesterday. I did it pretty quick too. Feeding Frenzy now on the Hound because he's so tanky. 15,000 or 13,000 HP. He's so tanky, and then 30 more damage. So this is like all of his damage, his attack and the ignite. And then I put lacerate. So I'll show you why now. It'd be confusing otherwise, like if I have to show you. So basically, my dude does physical damage on his attack, and I realized he has an attack speed of 1.68. He attacks really fast, and you could even watch him doing it. So then I read bleeding because I figured out how this stuff works. You hold alt and then you can move it and hover it, and you can even like click on it or like click this pin, and now you can actually like not hold alt and you can hover it. So anyways, the bleed is long. It's one of the longest texts I've seen, but like it almost doesn't even fit on the screen. But basically the short version is 15% of the fizz damage a second for 5 seconds, so 75% of the fizz hit over 5, and then it can double damage if the target is moving or is aggravated, so it could be 150% of the hit. So you can see here 743, and that would be per second. And then his hit is that, so like this is a huge damage multiplier, especially it's as long as you actually get the target bleeding. So it takes like 3-4 hits to get the target bleeding, and he attacks 1.6, so it's like 2 seconds, and then it lasts 5, so you should have bleeding and it would add quite a lot of damage. And since it's only one minion, you don't have to worry about like, oh, it doesn't stack. You know, it's one minion attacking kind of slow for how fast you have to actually stack the bleed to get, and then you know, on a big bleed, right, like there's the range. So anyways, point is, this was a huge damage multiplier off of his fizz, actually, through all the level scaling and the more damage and then bleeding. So I scaled his basic attack with my links while also trying to scale his ignite, but not like worrying about it. So more giga damage, and you could see like giga damage. It's sick, actually. It's so nice. You'll feel it like the Hound is now like one tapping, two tapping things, and yeah, it's accuracy 2400 where the other one only had 2000. And he's so tanky, and he pushes the mobs too. Like, he actually has a lot of weight, and he can charge into the enemies, even though it doesn't say that he does that. He has another ability, like he charges. Might it be like a shield charge? So then, yeah, the +4 scepter, huge, actually huge. So my Hound, instead of being 18, I have the 2 from the supports, and then +5 global, because I also have the +1 helmet still. This is level 12, and I'm pretty sure that's only because I put the rune in it. Like, this is such a, it literally doesn't have any res, any attributes, like even 25 evasion. Oh my god. Okay, but yeah, next I wanted to show, yeah, I got like all of the stuff on the tree now, pretty much. I'm even now I took the extra 10 here, I took all these 10s, and like I said, this minion chaos res with the fizz is chaos. I even took the 8% down here, and then all this AoE is really nice with the arsonist and the Hellhound. And then I have all the max, like the revive faster as well. There's like 50% from the tree. I have all of it. And I just haven't taken like the extra resistances and stuff and the extra crit, basically. But it's actually going pretty well with the tree. And then, yeah, like I showed, I'm in T6s. And then these are my reses. I prioritized fire. And I really need chaos res. It's just kind of hard to get it, actually. I checked my gear that I've picked up, and I noticed that I barely have any chaos res, so it's pretty rare to roll it on your gear. And so the main, like, guaranteed way would be amethyst rings, but it only gives 12. And so this ring has 10 to all, this is 30, and then the chaos is like 12. So there's a lot of res compared. I don't know. So chaos, yeah, I have a 20 chaos res shield, a 7 on the belt, but like I'm actually struggling for chaos res quite hard, and you feel it, like, yeah, I take so much damage from chaos. But yeah, and then I wanted to mention that I spent some of my spirit, so I actually could, I think, have an extra arsonist potentially, but on the discipline on this weapon, it's free, but you can add supports, but then they cost extra spirit, so this costs an extra 20, so I could have 28 spirit if I didn't use it. And then this gives 1% of life regen per second while this is active, and it says it isn't, but it is. I don't know. So that you can even see the ES on the... It seems a little weird, right? Anyways, it gives the regen, so I have 38, and if you took off this, you have 19, so like it's working and you feel it, but then it's weird. Some things don't work the way you would expect. Then I wanted to just update my links, just so people know. Flammability, I had the impending doom. So it's just, yeah, extra damage, I think. It's literally just based on your current mana. And then the making it have activation with reduced delay, focus, curse, impending doom, and then the more skill effect duration, so it lasts like 10 seconds. I have the -35 now because of 16, and just in case. Shield charge, I actually put call and blind, and the fact to make me harder to stun while I'm using it. This is what I've been using on my shield charge. People were saying I could put call on my minions, but then like I lose damage, and I could still call if I want to, or I could blind if I want to, and it's actually useful when you like shield charge through enemies. You have a chance to call if they're low, or which the calls changed. It's 5% on uniques, so it's like, would you really give up this extra damage for 5%. That I thought about, I was like, no, it would have to be an extra, like if you had an extra golem or like an extra free minion, like on top of it, specters that don't do damage, or potentially zombies or golems. Yeah. Oh, and yeah, this is a bug I found. It's not actually doing anything, but if you pull out the bleed and the +1 back and forth, it counts it as an extra one on here, but it's bugged. And then it counts this as having twice as many, but that's from weapon swapping with your skeletons. Or taking off the scepter, it does this kind of stuff. It doesn't actually do anything, it's just visual. And then I'd switch to the amethyst charm because my fire res is already pretty good. So then, like I said, I needed the chaos res, and it's pretty rare. So you get 18 through a charm, and it's only when you take chaos damage from a hit. So it's only when you get basically a fizz hit or a chaos hit, because we have the ascendancy that makes it so you take 20% of the fizz as chaos. So then it will help tank for that as well, not just chaos. It's also fizz because of that. That's kind of a down, because it like randomly wastes it, and it costs quite a bit of the charges. But yeah. And then is there anything? I still have 2 ascendancies. I still haven't got the third one. I have failed the sanctum. I don't know. It's hard, and I don't know if it actually gets you with the 3 floor yet until I successfully do that. We'll see, dude. But yeah, this is where the build's at. Did a bunch of runes for the extra reses, and like have a bunch of stuff, bunch of currency. I was up to like 20x at one point. I have 3 GCP. I haven't got a single greater jewelers. I've been using these artificer's orbs to add the rune sockets. And then I got a divine orb, because you can use Delhi. These are orbs. You could put them on waystones. Opens a window when you right click it, put the thing in, put that one that you use to open it. So it's kind of like the key to Rogue Harbor, but it doesn't even consume it, and then you get to open it, and then so you didn't even need the tab. You don't need to go talk to a Cassia or a dude for Delhi. It's just magic. And then yeah, you can add this, which I won't, just because it's T6. And then if you, I mentioned, wait, it just ate it. Where'd it go? It's gonna be in that tab still. Wait, what the heck? Yo, I couldn't open that menu without pulling out a oh my god, it ate my map. That's funny. Oh, and then I actually didn't show this, my attributes. And then yeah, 166, and the arsonist is requiring 151 now. It's kind of crazy. But yeah, I actually gave up 1 arsonist for the extra regen, and been really liking all this. Extra damage setup, extra survivability, extra damage from the... Dude, the hound hits so hard now. It's awesome. But yeah, it's funny how it doesn't like have pages for the other stuff it does. It's just the basic attack. But then you can just imagine, right? This is insane. Yeah. Oh, no, I did not forget this. Perfect. New tree, who dis? This is the Atlas tree. So the reason you're doing the Cataclysm's Wake is when you get the T1, complete T1 maps, 10 of them, when you do all of the 10, you talk to Doriani, and then you're gonna get 2 points, and you get to use them on this tree. And this tree, waystones found 10% higher, tier higher. So I have 50% through that, and then 10% monster pack size. And then I did some of the quantity of precursor tablets, because these are, this is a notable, and it's like a really strong effect. And then these are, basically, well, I'll show you it. This one specifically, even, this is like a sextant or a scarab, and then you put it in one of these towers on the map device that I've unlocked. I recently got one, I believe, but it wasn't in this area. It was, because I already did these. Oh, there was one I was unlocking. I didn't get it yet. I could get it down there. But yeah, these towers, you put a precursor they in a big circle, it'll buff all the shit. I've done a million of them. You can see all the irradiated, so then you irradiated +1. And it doesn't come with the downside of having beyond fuck you up. So these are really cool. And so you adding more like stuff to your map, upgrading them, making them better. Deli, you know, just adding more of what you want, adding extra levels to your maps. Like, why wouldn't you do this, right? So then you finding more of them through the tree, and then over here rarity, so you could get the quantity of waystones in your maps. You can get more quant rarity, but the main other reason it was down here, waystones 20% higher. So you realize like 50% here, and it takes you all the way to get to here to get 20% extra. And you also could get the rarity of it, but technically the rarity is just you using transmutes, augments, regals, etc. So this isn't as important as actually the maps. These are basically maps, and map tier higher. Yep, I need to progress the maps and complete the atlas in a way and get even more points and scale this stuff. So yeah, because it's hard to sustain the maps, honestly. I found the boss nodes. So if you do one of these, the boss, if you beat it, drops pretty good amount of waystones and higher tier ones. So it might even have like a guaranteed waystone drop. It's really sick doing the bosses. So I've been trying to do those, expedition and whatnot. I haven't rolled the page. I just used it the first time, and like I actually have so much of the currency from expedition. Watch this stuff. Wait for it. 15, 5 exotic, 12, and I have a little bit more. 2, 6. Where's the locker for this stuff? I guess I'll put it in here. I probably have some more, but I didn't see it. But yeah, 7. Like, I have so much already. And like, after buying the scepter from this person, it's actually a ROG, and then it gave me an option to reroll the suffixes, which is the +4, and then I was like, nah. So I skip it, and then the next one, so it was only going to cost 1 to reroll the suffixes, which it goes cost 1 to buy it, and you saw how I have a bunch, like, a bunch. So then after skipping, it said it would cost 50% extra, but it made it cost 5 instead of 1, so 5 times more, not 50%. It was crazy. So yeah, ends up like, oh, my big amount, after when you see a 5, it's like, oh, that's not that much. Then you only would get like a few ROG crafts, but the actual initial buying of the things is cheap. Yeah, so there's a lot of stuff though. Like, you end up having a ROG for gear, jewelry, and Danig with buying the other currencies, which I swear I have some of this one. I just couldn't find it when I did the search just now. But yeah, everything's going well. Oh, I hope you guys enjoyed the changes I made with the this is sick. I'm telling you, with the fire infusion instead and putting the feeding frenzy on him. He's so strong. And putting bleed. Oh my god, I was using bleed on the zombies before, but yo, on the Infernal Hound, it's so strong. It's actually like such a powerful support gem for Fizz. And it's because he does Fizz. Well, thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out. Hope you guys have been enjoying PoE 2, having a good time, you know, making good progress. If you're in the endgame, how's the Atlas going? You enjoying the big map and the towers and the precursor tablets and all these league mechanics? Like, bro, look at all this goddamn +1 beyond. This beyond. Oh, shit. Just get demon harpies in your maps. It's insane. Well, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in today's stream. Bye.